Also, coming to documenting work, can you tell us more about your graduation project that you had worked on at NID? Those who want to see this project, they can go to Sneha's website and check it out.
Yeah, so I've linked the document there, so you can open it up there. It's a PDF. So in NID, like I said, the final project is like a thesis project, graduation project. So you do it for like 4 to 6 months long, and either you do it like on your own, or you do it with a studio or with a company or whatever. And there's a very set brief, and like you work for a certain project. It's unlike an internship where you work a little bit on everything, but you have a focused project and you kind of see that through.
Right.
So I worked at this company called Start India Foundation in Delhi, and they work in the street art space in India. So they have a lot of street art festivals that they curate and host across India. They've had about like 7 or 8 now, and I had my brief was to design a publication, a book for them, like a coffee table book. Um, that documented street art in India. So the book was called This Is Not Street Art. And so you start off like the process that we follow is an academy. So of course you work with a company, a professional company, and they have certain processes and everything. But this is also the project is you have to look at it from an academic point of view as well. So there are some academic processes that you follow, which is like defining the brief, what is the proposal, why you're doing it, what is the timeline, what are the phases involved, all of that. So you kind of define that in the beginning. And then as part of the project, there is a graduation project document, which is what I'm showing you right now, which is a comprehensive, like a thesis document that you design that kind of walks you through the entire process. And every graduation project at NID has one of these, and some are more elaborate than the others. Mine is like 200 pages, and it's like A3 size, and it's super, like, I don't know why I spent so much time on it, but like I made it like super fancy, and I have colored paper in it and stuff. But the idea is to document that it doesn't have to be so snazzy. So yeah, so this is it. So these are like the various sections. So you kind of explain, this is the beginning, like just the acknowledgements and all of that. Then to build the scene of like what the topic you're talking about, history about street art. Let me just go through these pages. History about street art. Then like about India, what does street art look like in India? What are visual spaces like in India? And you write about the different like cultural arts that we have. Yeah, a lot of different things. Then about the team, about the start team, about the festivals that they have, who are the stakeholders, interviews that you conduct, other books that are similar to the one that we're trying to, create, design. So what are the books like that? What are some of the takeaways from those books? Good things, bad things. What are the sizes of these books? Why are they these sizes? Should the book be handheld? Should the book be like 2 hands? All of those things you kind of evaluate. You redefine the brief at some point because there are some learnings that you have through the process, and then you realize that this is what it should be rather than what you thought. Then also the title of the book was This Is Not Street Art. Who's the target audience? What is the tone of voice? All of that stuff. Then about the book itself, the design of the book, what are the different parts of it, each chapter, what kind of images it contains, what kind of content it contains. Yeah, I was sorting out, I basically had to sort out about 600 different photographs of all the of all the festivals and the artwork. So I had to sort that out in like these smaller books. I made like these small prototypes to see how the book would flow. It's like similar to wireframing like an entire product, but in a book tangible form. So then some mocks of the book, what it could potentially look like, then other attempts, then a typography study, like what typefaces you could use in the book, why these typefaces. So I wanted to use a typeface that was designed by an Indian designer, because a big part of this book was that it's about street art in India. So to kind of take that through, I wanted to use typography by an
Yeah.
Indian. Then sizes of the book, what sizes would work, what are the benefits, and how different parts of the book, like a mood board. This is what I meant with the prototype. So this is like a wireframe. So you kind of stick all the images in these different prototypes. And so one is like one way of doing the of wireframing the book is to uh, design it chronologically, right? So as the festivals happen, from earliest to latest, that's
Right.
one way to do it. So this was that design. The other way is like based on themes. So if the theme is about community, then all the community related art projects are together, all the economy related art projects are together, and so on. So that's one way to do it. And this one was to do with location, was like the geography. So if the project, like all the Delhi projects were together, all the Mumbai projects were together, and so on. So that's the third one. So this is, yeah, third. And all of them kind of follow different sizes, different styles, and everything. And finally, the proposed design was like a combination of the learnings from all the other iterations. So it was to do with chronology and a mix of like chronology and theme. So this is like pages from the design. And yeah, so then it was about like estimating the cost of the book, how much was something like this to publish, how much would it take, who should we publish it with, blah blah blah. Then my learnings from the process, other things that I did as part of the project, my again reflections. This was there in Bangalore a few years ago when they did the festival in Bangalore.
Oh, nice.
So I thought this was a great pun on reflections. So
Yeah.
all of the images kind of like are supposed to be make sense. Yeah, that's about it. And then all the references and everything. So this is my graduation project. It's this document is much more elaborate than needs to be, but yeah, but I really
It's,
enjoyed it.
like what blows my mind is how creative and it's not just breadth, the depth of your work as well. Like it's amazing. It's like it's, yeah, it's just too good.